Similar Podcast.
Check. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Ali Similar Podcast, episode number 31. We are here. I am Rello. To the right of me, I have
DJ Hypa. What up?
DJ Dane-Ja, what's good?
Darren, what's good?
Joan.
Ease.
Yes, sir. Back again, 31, and more coming. How we feeling today? How's everybody good? How's everybody weekend? All that good stuff. You could tell the people what's going on with you.
Shit, I ain't see y'all since, Tuesday before Thanksgiving, so we might have to take it back. How was everybody Thanksgiving?
I felt like you was
Real
MIA in the chat today, bro. I feel like I spoke to everybody except for Hypa.
I was on vacation. So I was
You
just
was on vacation today?
I was on vacation, so
I was on vacation
I was
from the
basically-
chat.
no,
You
I was
still on
basically-
vacation, right?
Huh?
You still on
Nah, I go
vacation?
back to work tomorrow.
But you was on vacation today as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
I was
This
on
nigga's
vacation.
on vacation and he talked the least.
Nah, but
Sometimes you need a vacation
time,
from
man.
everything.
Yeah, facts. I be home, man, just with my son.
Not bad, bro. I ain't mean to bother you. You know what I mean? I ain't know you need vacation from niggas.
Not
we
everybody got
Gucci.
sons, you know what I'm saying?
Heard.
How was y'all Thanksgiving though?
Oh, my shit was smooth. Went to my man crib. Had a good time. It was nice. Beautiful vibes, beautiful house, beautiful everything.
Dope.
I chilled with my aunt, my moms, my cousins. Had a great old Southern Thanksgiving. Then I went to my cousin's house and ate some more the same day. You know what I'm saying? So I was plated up. Now I can't stand turkey, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens. I don't want none of that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about
no
it.
more
If
leftovers.
anybody's
Yeah.
still eating leftovers, throw that shit away.
Facts.
Oh, matter of fact, before we
Depends
even
on when you
continue,
have your
like,
shit.
let's talk about that. What's the grace period?
Sunday.
3 days.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Depends on when you had it,
3
bro.
days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I had
After
two
that,
Thanksgiving, so
Like
I'm still eating leftovers.
Ply said Monday,
I
you
don't,
pushing
I don't even know if I'm
Tuesday,
I don't know if I'm
hospital.
reaching Sunday.
Unless you had a Friendsgiving or something.
I'll do the
something going on
following
a
day,
Saturday.
and then
it'll go to
celebrated on the
Sunday,
weekend
and if
in
I feel like
PA
saving
too,
bread,
so-
Yeah,
I'll be like, all right, let me try one more
Niggas
day.
stretching it for Monday.
But it'll go 3 days, not because you want to eat that, but it's like it's so much food, like in my household.
But the Friday is always the best, delicious one.
Oh yeah, of course. The first
very
leftover
first.
is always lit.
yeah.
2 or
Facts.
3, you like, I'll order some pizza or something. I'm tired of this shit.
I don't. I mean, I hear that a lot.
I go
but
up until Sunday and I'm like, I don't want the rest of this shit.
I don't know anybody personally that I know that be dragging it that long. You know? Have you ever known
nobody
somebody
every
that
year.
tells you they be dragging.
You got some people that'll offer you leftovers on the Wednesday of the following week. Like, hey, I still got some potato salad. Nah, I don't want that shit.
That ain't
Shit's
your
a week old.
And they ain't your friend. They sound like they got an ulterior motive.
Nah, it be
Trying
older
to
people
take you
like,
out.
you ain't had my tater salad. It's like, nah, I don't want
Trying
it.
to take you out. Crazy.
How was y'all Thanksgiving down there, though? Danger, Hyper.
My shit, regular. Went to the family, whatever. Ate my GT food.
Oh, we went to go see Creed that morning, by the way.
Oh yeah, we did. Forgot about that. I didn't.
Must have not
I
been
didn't
that
see.
good.
I didn't see the first one, but the plan was to go see the second one and then see the first one after to like piece. But I felt like I saw. I didn't need to see the first one to see the.
I told him about himself
Hey,
too.
Huh? Yeah, he was. Oh, he told me. Yeah. I heard his mouth. But it's hard. All right, based on Junior's perspective of the movie, the first one, the way the director did the movie, it was like totally different from your average directing of the movie. So to me, when I saw the second one, the movie looked like the way your typical movie is the way it's supposed to be directed. So when I looked at it, I'm like, all right, it look all right. But then he told me he's comparing the two. It's like, bro, you got to see the first one. And he showed me a couple of clips on about the first one on YouTube, and I see the difference. And I feel obligated to see the first one. Talk about it.
I just felt that for the second one. It was okay, but I feel that the training process, I felt like they could have extended a little bit more. I feel like there's certain parts they kind of like just show maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm like, why
yeah, my
we
bad.
chit chat about those?
Yeah,
I mean, we got there, but it's whatever.
yeah, I just felt like the training process could have been better.
Over the
You know,
weekend, I did,
so.
did La Rive.
And then-
I did Hudson Terrace. It was raining like crazy that day, but people like to party any day of the week, all hours.
I went to Hudson Terrace. I don't know who I went with, though. I remember that.
I like that. That place is
You
Dope.
went to the roof or the downstairs one?
the salon room. I didn't even know that place existed, bro. We should have did that shit there, bro. dead ass, bro. Like I looked at this shit, I'm like, wow. But it's all good. My weekend was it was eventful.
What about you, June?
I had Thanksgiving at Hypa crib.
Oh, okay.
I fucking got sick on the weekend.
That sucks.
Yep.
You say you got sick?
Yeah.
The cold, not sick from like food or anything.
Nah,
like
food
You
poisoning.
got to clear that
Gotta
up.
clear that up ASAP. That's
Word.
exactly what I thought, bro.
Hell yeah.
What you trying to say?
Word. She'll kill me.
Fact though.
Yo, babe, look what you just said.
That'll be the last Thanksgiving this nigga
He ain't coming back here
He
next
coming
year.
back to the crib no more.
That's a fact.
You had that what you call that Haitian drink they be making? Cremas?
Cremas?
Yeah,
Nah. We
What's the
ain't
Spanish? What's the Spanish name?
Coquito.
Coquitos, John.
That shit is
I ain't have
death.
none of that this Thanksgiving.
Nah, just straight Henny.
Yeah, I ain't have any of that. I usually do.
I had that, but I had the Bailey's one. If y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The same, it's like the milky alcoholic looking drink, but
Yeah.
Bailey's version.
That shit is scary,
saw that.
bro.
Ever had
Like
eggnog
milk and
with the
a
alcohol
liquor.
in it?
I don't
I
like that.
hate
eggnog
all
shit.
those milk.
I know you. I
Yeah,
know.
son, that shit fucks your stomach
I'm
up.
weird. I like them.
Eggnog, you know, all that type of shit. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't
You
fuck with
like
eggnog
the
either.
coquito shit?
Nah, I don't like none
I'm
of
the
that
type
shit.
where
That shit-
I'm
I don't
the
like
one-
I like
no.
that coquito and that crema shit. I like that.
I'm the type that those type of drinks is sensitive to my stomach, but I like it so much. I'm still gonna
And this
drink.
niggas
Bro,
don't
I
drink
did that.
lactose.
I drank
You
I
don't
drank that
lactose
crema shit
dairy,
one
right?
time, and my
Oh.
stomach was like,
You don't drink milk, so you like that shit?
That's an exception. That and ice cream, but I do those like once, whenever, like once in a blue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ice cream definitely got a lot of dairy in it. You lactose intolerant?
I think I spoke on this. I
He
don't.
said he doesn't believe.
I don't
in
believe
those.
there's such thing.
Okay. Well, I believe I am lactose intolerant.
I believe
still
once
do
that I
dairy.
consume that shit, it comes right out.
Yeah, that's a physic.
sometimes that's good though. It's like
Yeah.
a laxative.
Yeah.
Clean you out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that too.
Nobody
It
would
don't.
be
It
stuck
just
on the
don't
toilet.
feel or smell.
That
Like
ass. They came to work like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Nah, that's something else. Like it don't be that bad.
I go.
I'm just saying it helped me out. I lose like 15 pounds.
I
One
go
sit.
once a day.
What type of
I'm
shit
just
you taking that makes you lose 15 pounds?
that's a fact.
You live in a different
Hey yo,
life.
I eat a lot of Captain Crunch.
Hey, the doctor got the secrets. He
Call that nigga
putting this on.
Hey, look, man.
He got the stuff that's gonna make you live to
You
see
know what I'm
150,
saying?
huh?
You know
While we
what I'm
dying at
saying?
90. I peep you. Okay.
Hey, you know
all
what I'm
right.
saying?
All right.
Eat some Captain Crunch and then wash it down with some water. You be good.
Struggle.
You ever heard niggas eating cereal with water? You ever heard that before?
Yeah.
I heard that before.
That's a Detroit specialty.
Keep it a buck. Anybody? Keep it a buck. On this say anybody ever did that before?
Nope.
Hell
never.
yeah.
Never.
Nah, I'd
I
rather
had-
do with nothing.
It depends on
I'll
the
eat it-
lifestyle.
I'll eat it.
Fact.
Kept it up. You
I'll
did that
eat a
before?
drop.
Hell yeah.
Word.
Yeah, in Detroit, it was this thing called Focus Hope, and it was basically a place where, like, you know how it is WIC now, but out there it was just worse. So, like, it was powdered milk, and you would have to mix it with water.
Water, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's still milk.
But
though. I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
no.
Straight
This,
water.
this, I'm finishing. People didn't like that shit, so niggas just ate cereal with water. You know what I'm saying? And then
And
it
you,
was.
you're
I'd rather eat
tell-
that shit
telling
dry. I
us
used to
you were
eat-
one of them. You like
I used to
I'm
eat
not-
cornflakes
I
dry.
eat my cornflakes.
Nah,
dry. To this day.
I mean,
Frosted
you had to
Flakes
do what you
dry
had
is,
to do.
is a movie to me.
Dry as a movie.
It be it. I'm telling
We
you, that
said-
shit's amazing.
Oh, cinnamon toast crunch dry?
Nah, I keep
Lit.
it a buck. I used to do cornflakes, and then I didn't realize.
How you like cornflakes dry with
No,
milk?
Yeah, that's
hold on,
trash.
hold on. I
You said
used to.
cornflakes? That
I,
shit was good.
I
That
used
shit
to
was
do
good.
Dry?
What? That shit was good.
Nah,
I got
you're
that finger on the
sweet
sugar, I
enough
want
for me.
I used to do cornflakes, and I used to add sugar to it, and then I never got introduced to Frosted Flakes.
Oh, you made your own frozen
and then I'm
flakes.
like, nigga, this shit was
The whole time.
pre-made
It's the
for me
same
right
shit.
here the whole time.
Hey, honestly though, it's certain cereals that you can eat dry,
yeah.
but it's some that it's just a no go.
Like Fruit Loops, you can eat dry because it got a
Yeah.
lot of sugar. in it.
Yeah.
But like
Which I
if
think
you
is
eat
different.
I love
frosted mini wheats, it's like
Matter of fact, I don't know how niggas can eat cereal. I feel like cereal is not food, bro. Like, what is that doing for you, huh?
What do you mean?
nah.
bro? It's a
Cereal is the
breakfast
perfect
bro.
snack.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Niggas
Like
be-
honey
like-
bunches of
breakfast.
oats is
it's like
not
a
good,
breakfast
bro.
snack. That's what it is. It's like a breakfast snack.
Like, I eat a cornflakes dry before I eat cereal.
what I'm
with
trying to
milk.
say.
Call
I
me
want-
weird,
Is
man.
that hood?
You eat that? You
That's
eat
hood?
that
Call
shit?
me weird.
Nah,
my nigga.
I just
Dry cornflakes?
I gotta have milk with my cereal because I had it with water for so many years.
Nah, that shit's crazy. So with water.
Yeah,
I can't do
yeah,
that.
that's a
Me
dub.
either. Me either.
What's
I
the
ain't trying
best
to do
cereal
that.
to you?
Best cereal, adult or child? Because I switched it up.
Yeah, I went from cornflakes to Frosted Flakes.
Nigga, I went
I was
from
about to ask
as
you.
a
I
kid.
upgraded.
As a kid,
Oh,
I
God.
went
Same
from
thing though, technically.
That-
to me.
Nigga,
as a
That's-
kid.
that's-
As a kid,
Alright, so
it was
let's go around the
Captain
room.
Crunch.
Captain
As
Crunch
a kid,
for
it
you.
was Captain Crunch with berries.
All right, what about you, June?
Fruit Loops.
Cinnamon toast crunch.
Mine used to be Fruit Loops, but lately I ain't gonna hold you. There's these Chips Ahoy cereal. Oh man,
That shit's good.
that shit good, boy.
I thought they, you know what it is? I always wanted to try it, but I'm like, yo, they doing too much.
Nah, that shit's good, boy. I don't even buy Fruit Loops no more.
mine's is Frosted Flakes, but the only cereal I could eat by itself. Y'all remember? I don't know if this is old school. I don't know if they still sell it. Honey Grams. You know the beer, beer on the shit, and they
It looked like a little.
it looked like a corn.
No, not a corn. It looked like
You talking about corn
a
pops?
honey.
No.
It looked like a honey beehive.
Pops was good.
No, not that. Not honeycomb.
Like Teddy
Oh, I
Grahams.
was like talking about
honey grams, some shit, bro.
Honey-
it was
yeah, I
like
know what you're talking
Golden Grams.
yes,
Yeah.
that shit.
Yes,
was-
this nigga's a fucking cereal
little
fanatic.
bears and shit.
Yo,
That's the
Look
Teddy
like little
Graham. That's the
it's
Teddy
just,
Grahams.
it's just box.
It
It's
looks
like
like a seed.
squares. It's squares.
Some
Last
shit.
year was cornflakes.
Golden
Fuck it.
you used to eat pops.
Yeah.
Windmills.
Yeah.
Last
Shit's
year was
pretty good.
Cornflakes. That's it.
Cornflakes?
Yeah.
This nigga's so Haitian, boy.
Cornflakes is wild dry.
Every Haitian crib do
Yeah,
that.
I-
Cornflakes.
I think that's the first cereal they introduced.
Cornflakes.
How y'all-
Cornflakes.
How y'all say it in your Haitian accent?
Cornflakes.
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 Like a Carfax. Cornflakes.
Oh, my God.
Jokes.
Yeah, now that I think about it, most Haitian cribs do got cornflakes in it. I ain't gonna
Best
ain't
bet.
gonna-
And they roll up the bag.
Yep.
It be no,
Fuck you
it be
think.
no box. It just be rolled up.
Rolled
Yo,
up bag of
Y'all be
cereal.
saying, y'all like to say Haitian household, Haitian, bro.
Nah, it's a black
That
thing.
shit was in my crib too, my nigga. Like you fold it up, and then after a while, that shit wasn't working. I used to get like the clamp,
Yeah,
so
to
to
get
keep it,
clip,
yeah,
yeah,
nigga,
clip,
to keep
clip,
that shit
keep it
fresh,
Yeah,
bro.
black people put it in the refrigerator because that's where the roaches couldn't get to.
Yeah, I seen a meme
A lot
that
of
said
people
that
do
shit
that.
the other day. It was like what they say? Your MCM he put his milk in the refrigerator because the roaches get into the
You're
fucking
supposed to
milk.
put milk in.
You're
Oh,
supposed
the
to
cereal.
Not the milk.
Oh,
Gotcha.
The
My bad.
Cereal
MCM put
box.
the cereal box in the refrigerator so
I was
the
about to
roaches
say.
don't get to it.
I was like, damn, y'all don't put milk in the
Some
fridge.
say-
MCM, nigga,
Doing this all
your
wrong.
People
W,
say I should keep it
your
fresh.
WCW.
Yeah, that's
nigga.
a fact. I do that with bread too.
Yeah, I put bread in
You
the
beat
fridge.
me?
bread-
I put bread in.
Nigga talk about MCMs, your
anything-
I
WCW.
said that.
Anything I open, I put it in the refrigerator.
I know, I'm just saying.
You're
Like,
trying to dick me.
Nah,
so-
See, look, see?
Nah,
Nigga, insecurity ass.
Oh, you're the last one over here.
I'm telling them like, don't try to blame it
don't
only
try
on
to-
niggas. Like,
Yeah,
got women
facts.
out there.
Bro,
like that.
we all got ADD. Like, how did we get to cereal? We was talking about Creed.
Oh, we shifted all kind of ways. Well, yeah,
I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Used
bro.
up about 15 minutes or nothing.
Yo, the only bad thing about
That was a lot-
Captain
that was a lot
Crunch
of
though, the
something.
roof of your mouth, bro, shit like shredder.
That shit crazy.
Them shits chop you
cut
up,
your shit
nigga. $1.50 your whole grill, nigga.
This nigga go ahead on cereal.
Oh, welcome to episode 31. man. How's
Back
How's
to the
everybody?
regular schedule programming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The topics we're gonna get into today is definitely something that a lot of people's going through. Myself included. Everybody goes through these kind of situations, but I just want to get you guys' perspective on it. Of course, first and foremost, how do you feel? We could go around the room with this one. How do you feel you guys deal with stress? Like if you ever been or you are in a stressful situation, how do you personally deal with it? Not how you think people should, but how do you personally deal with stress?
Well, for me, as far as like, me feeling down or feeling stressed out, I guess that works for me, but sometimes I just like to go to sleep. I don't know if it's maybe a way of me escaping the situation or not really have time to think about it. But at times where if I feel like I really, really, really need to talk to somebody, I'll probably either, talk to my wife or I'll probably, call June or whatever the case is. But for me, I just feel like sometimes just sleeping just kind of like helps me mentally because sometimes like I don't want to think about anything. So I feel like sleep is like probably the way for me to just leave whatever, I'm going through behind. So I just tend
Do
to
you
go
wake
to
up
sleep.
the next day feeling any kind of relief though from doing it?
I wouldn't say like for me to forget about it, but more like, okay, it's just another day. Maybe you felt that way at that particular day or that particular moment, but I just feel like, just sleeping it off, I could probably wake up with a different type of energy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, sleep is probably one of the ways I deal with stress.
Cool.
That sleep thing is weird to me. I can't sleep through stress because I feel like my mind is different. I feel like whatever I'm thinking about is stressing me. If I go to sleep, I feel like it's gonna go into my dreams, and I'm gonna wake up tight.
Got you.
I don't know whoever's in the house or outside. I'm gonna take it on them because like whatever I just dreamt about, I gotta take it out on somebody. I can't deal with this shit by myself. But how I never knew how to control being stressed. I really used to just deal with it, not realizing like being stressed can like affect you physically. Like you can see stress marks, pun intended if necessary, when you're like really stressed. You can see it in your eyes, you can see it in your skin. And when I started to see that, when I started to realize stress is that real to where it can appear physically on your body, I said I have to do a change. And that's literally how I deal with stress now. I say to myself, instead of like stressing what I'm stressed out about, how did I get there? How can I prevent from it even starting to wherever it got? So whatever the case may be, I'll just tell myself like, yo, bro, if this is what's causing you to be stressed, you basically have to just do something different. I know it's easier said than done, but overall, like telling yourself that over and over and over and over, eventually you're gonna do it. And then it gets to the point to where it's like, if you don't do something, you're only gonna, once your back is against the wall, what do? It's either you live or die. But then I gave myself those type of choices, and I told myself, I ain't trying to go nowhere right now, so I'm gonna have to thug this out. So my way of, I guess, overcoming stress, basically feel the fear, go through it, but still deal with it anyway. I don't know. It all depends on the person's situation. So like, I can't tell you specifically into details on what to do, but I think that's something you would have to like figure out yourself. So that's basically how I deal through stress. I deal with it head on. I used to like try to ignore it and be like, fuck that, I ain't trying to deal with it. But once you ignore problems, it never goes away. It never goes away.
Facts.
I think sometimes it just depends on what type of stress you're dealing with. I'm kind of sort of like Dane-Ja. Like I kind of try to deal with it head on. And then I got my faults where I might take it out on other people or shit like that, or something that just might be bothering me. So like I got positive ways of dealing with it depending on the types of stress it is. Like if I know I can fix it, like, all right, that's me dealing with it. Like, I can fix this, And then if it's like something where I just may not realize like how to fix it at the moment, then I might have a negative way of dealing with it. So to me, I think I have two ways of dealing with stress. The positive way, I think I'm more of optimistic type of person. I'm like, the glass is half full, so I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I don't really let stress bother me too much, but sometimes I might subconsciously just spaz or some shit like that.
I don't think it's intentional for you to let it bother you, but I just feel like sometimes too is like we human. You know what I'm saying? So there's only so much thing you can really do. Sometimes you may have to actually go through it in order for you to say, okay, you know what, this is something I'm going through, but some way, somehow, I got to just try to see, okay, what I could do to actually give yourself some type of, like, motivation. Like you just said, you know, being optimist is also could be a good way because if you think positive, they always say if you think positive, more likely positive shit going to happen. So, but I agree with you on that, but I just feel like sometimes you could only do so much because you're only human.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like, I don't know if stress makes me spaz on certain shit that I don't even realize I might be spazzing on until like later on. But I mean, I think most of the time I'm more optimistic, but I know there is some times I might have just spazzed for no damn reason just because I was stressed out.
That makes sense. For me, honestly, I can't give you an answer because I really don't know how to work through stress as of yet. I'm just one of those persons that just let it get me until it's down, until it's fully through my system. And then once it's fully through my system, I bounce back. But I really don't have any true like way to deal with stress. It always just gets me until it's finally deteriorated. And then after it's finally, you know what I mean, my mind,
your low point.
Yeah, my mind and my physical is over it. Then I could bounce back. But I really don't have any way to get through it. What about you, John?
Let me see.
Mike.
Huh?
Mike.
The mic.
What about the mic?
You do this every week.
Yeah.
Yo, you see where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
I hear myself perfectly on the
now
mic.
we hear you perfectly.
But no, I hear myself perfectly.
How you deal with stress, bro?
How you deal with stress, bro?
Chill. I'm just gonna disregard y'all because this
There
shit
you
is
go.
ridiculous.
That's growth, B.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Y'all thrown off.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I try not to think. I try not to think about it really. Not to say I disregard it, but like I always put myself to a point where it's like it's fucked up to think that way, but that's the way I cope with it. Is no matter what I'm going through, I always imagine people going through tougher situations than I am. So I figure
That's a good way to think.
I figure like, why am I stressing about so much things? Most likely, a lot of us, we usually stress over like stuff that's minuscule, and like stuff that we shouldn't really think about. So I always try to put myself in that position.
Nah, that makes sense. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Ease.
Well, with me, I'm one of those people when I stress, I implode. So I don't like attack nobody. Nobody would ever know. You know what I'm saying? I do self-destruction. So like I would, my eating habits would change. I'll sleep more. I would not be interested in the things I once used to be interested in doing. And I would just sit in that until I get to a point where my ego kick back in and be like, yo, what? Like, I don't know why it happened like this, but like after 3 days, like something hit me. Like I'll listen to music or whatever. Well, that's one thing, music. If I listen to music while I'm stressed out, it lightens the mood a little bit, and then I get motivated again. But for the most part, when I hear something or like when I listen to certain type of music or whatever the case may be, it get me in the mood to where I'm like, yo, like, yeah, shit is crazy, but you get bounce back from this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the end of the world. It ain't that bad. Like kind of like what June said. Like other people is going through 10 times worse. So buckle down and get to do what you're supposed to do. And honestly, when with stress with me, you could always tell I'm stressed out because I'm trying. Like I try to link up more. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, yo, what y'all doing?
You doing the right thing?
You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of have an issue because for so long I didn't know how to need people, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I never knew how to tell somebody like, yo, man, I need you. And that always been my problem to this day. No matter if it's my family, my girl, it don't matter. I just act like I don't need nobody. And I'm learning that now as I'm getting older, that is a problem. So now what I try to do is, hey, babe, what you doing? I want to talk to you. Or, hey, ma, I need to talk to you. Or, yo, when we linking up? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody I trust to vent to. I don't just talk to anybody. So that's another way I deal with it. You know
that's what I was just going to ask you guys, because I noticed till you actually said it. I was going to say you guys don't try to like call somebody to talk to, or you got like a loved one or a best friend or anybody in your family that you feel like, you know what, he or she's probably somebody that I feel I'm able to kind of open up to. And then you said you spoke to, you try to link up. So I just feel like sometimes just dealing with stress, man, you have to be vocal.
Yeah.
Because even me, myself, this is something
I feel like that's the number one thing.
You got to be vocal.
You got to talk about it.
You're going to let it
But
build.
see, like in my situation, though, where I've been so independent my whole life, I needed to learn to need somebody. Because you could want to do that, but then if you feel like, yo, they got their own issues, I ain't going.
Or you bothering them.
You want to feel like a burden.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the last thing I want to do is add my problems to you. You know what I'm saying? So, I just figured out like, all right, well, maybe if I just be like, yo, let's link up. I ain't got to tell them I'm going through nothing, but just the energy, would make things better for me.
And
you know what I'm saying?
the fact that you guys are out, it'll take it off your mind and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I feel like the whole talking to somebody stuff is, like you say, you got to be somebody that you're really close to. But a lot of the times when, I don't know, just personally me, I feel like talking to people sometimes makes my situation worse. I feel like if you talk to anybody that hasn't excelled in what you need help in or hasn't excelled in what you need advice in, you're talking to, it's no sense talking
like
to them.
Hair.
You know what I'm saying? It's like going up to a bum and asking him, yo, how can I get money? Because they haven't excelled in what you would need advice on, or they have no life experience in what you need advice on. So you telling me might just make my situation worse because you don't have anything to give me. You know what I'm saying? You have.
It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah,
I don't think you need to go through it.
You're looking for an answer or a solution. Like in certain people, like
no, I don't even think he's looking for an answer solution. He's just looking for somebody to give him a strategy, or he's looking for somebody.
Answer.
But there is no strategy.
He's looking for a recipe. Put it like that. He's looking for a recipe. He wants you to tell him how to do it.
I don't think you.
That's
no
how
one.
he's saying it.
For everybody, it's all different.
And it shouldn't be that way.
To me, I think all you need is positive words, positive like reinforcement.
Nah, sometimes that don't work.
Always.
Yo, understandable, but at the end of the day, that's always something to me that helps.
Oh yeah. Helps.
And
that
like,
helps a lot.
yo, anytime somebody says something positive, even if like if you wasn't expecting it, the shit feels good sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if it don't feel good, then I think you really thinking about like the worst. But to me, if somebody says something positive and you wasn't fishing for it, it was just positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like rubs off a little bit, and it kind of makes, at least for me, it makes me say, all right, that's it. Like let me take that energy and put it towards something else.
So let me ask you this:
when all right, real quick, my bad.
Go ahead.
Like when my sis passed away in February, and I put up this long post or whatever the case may be, and like Quicks, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, bro, if you need anything, let me know." Just that, because you like, because I'm the strong one in my family or whatever the case may be, people don't know how vulnerable I am. So like they'd just be like, he'll be good. Let me give him some time. But sometimes I don't need time. I need you to hit me up and be like, yo, you good?
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I'm here. Like I don't need nothing. But just knowing that you're like willing to be there.
Well, wasn't we talking about that earlier today?
The gesture, the gesture alone is appreciated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not even what's happening or what the person does.
Just the fact that you did it. The fact that you thought about it and did it. I don't care if it didn't work. Like it's not gonna like make my situation better. But the fact that you just did that to me, I appreciate you. It changed my mood a little bit, and I appreciate it. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
And it you could apply that to a lot of people. A lot of people appreciate those little, yo, you good? Yo, and you need help? Yo, talk to me. Like real talk. Like you know me. I'm not the judgmental type. Even if I don't have advice for you, I'm in listening ear. I'm a listening ear. Feel free to hit me up.
But that was going to be my question. So based on what Rel just said, how he feel like if the person doesn't have the experience, I personally feel that if I'm able to get that ear to just listen, to just so I could get what I need to say out, I think that's actually good enough, because sometimes you have to just let it out. Just like sometimes people, when they go through stress, they cry. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that you may not find the answer or the recipe that you might be looking for at the moment, but just to have the satisfaction that, okay, you know what, I know he might not give me the answer, but he took maybe 5 to 10 minutes out of his time to listen to me. I feel like
the fact that you listen,
for me to be vocal and let it out, I feel like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna basically say, and you kind of pinpoint it.
That's what you was gonna say when I started talking to you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense. I don't know. That's just how I always look at it. Well, I have learned to look at it because I got a lot of shitty advice in my life. Maybe because I'm an only child. I don't know if that has something to do with it too, but maybe. I mean, that's just always how I.
But I'm just trying to figure it out because I don't understand it. Like, you feel like the advice they gave you didn't help, so you don't want to accept anybody's advice that you feel is not going through the same situations and circumstances you going through.
Not only advice, but just personal experience. For me to like tell you something, and then for you to be like, yo, you going to get through it, or this is just a moment in time. It's like I no disrespect, but I already know that. You know what I'm saying? So you just telling me that is just making me feel even more shitty. You know what I'm saying? It's driving me down.
Because you have
even
nothing
more.
to offer me, and like I don't want to hear consoling words. I want you to
like something. I don't
give
know.
me something with substance.
It sounds similar to what Junior said. You want niggas to give you the blueprint, like, yo,
nah, I'm
you
not
do
asking for a blueprint.
X, Y, Z, and you'll be successful, or whatever the case may be after these.
I think he's saying like, don't give me the generic shit.
Yo,
like,
just think positive, just go, bro. Like after
God's favorite suffer the hardest. Like I don't want to hear that.
I just feel like
tell me some answers.
But when you trying to get get advice, sometimes you're not gonna hear what you want to hear.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
good advice,
whatever that you're looking for, sometimes you might be ready for it, but if you don't get it, so you're gonna be mad or disappointed at the person because they didn't say what you wanted them to say. You know, that's why I'm saying for me it's like just to have to talk to somebody. Because me, I already, like you just said, oh yeah, you're gonna be all right, man. Come on, I know you better than that. I already know that, but my thing is just for the simple fact that you gave me your time. Now I could be like, you know what, he heard me. So now it's like a matter of, okay, you know, I needed to just spit it out. Pause.
I feel like he appreciates those lending, words, but he still wants some answers, right?
That's not even that I want answers. It's just like those things never help me. Basically, that's what it is for me. Those things don't help. Don't help.
You know, maybe it has, and you didn't realize, bro.
Nah, bro.
You know what it is?
Those things don't help.
It's what I could compare it to. Like Rel is saying, basically, like if somebody was looking for a job, right? And I'm like, yo, I got you. I could hook you up. And then I just tell you, yeah, UPS is hiring. That ain't a hookup, my nigga. Like, get me in there. Like, that's kind of what it is. It's like,
That's
all right, I know that.
That's good.
But don't,
A good analogy. I agree.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really call it. Like I said, I could blame it on the fact that I'm a only child and I went through everything by myself as a kid.
Okay.
So now it's the same thing.
So
as
now
me growing up.
on the flip side, well, I guess you just said you got shitty advice.
That's a gift in a little way.
Because I was going to ask you, have you ever spoke to somebody and they gave you exactly what you wanted to hear? Like, oh, shit, I didn't know that.
That's a good question.
like, the advice made you feel better.
Right.
Like, you know what? All right.
He just said he never got advice like that. That's why he don't ask for advice.
But you had to get that once, bro. Like,
But they'll be like, yeah, everything's going to be all right. You got this type shit.
no, like it just made you be like, you know what? I never saw it like that. Let me try that approach, or let me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Enlightening things, yeah. But I'm just saying, as far as those things helping me, those things don't help me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you might bust me an idea or something, then I might think about it a certain kind of way, but they still won't help the state that I'm in. So that's why I don't really
It don't help
ask
the
for-
stress.
Yeah, it doesn't
It don't
help
relieve
me.
it.
Those things don't
Okay.
help
Yeah,
me.
but
so
in
that's why.
reality, no
Okay.
matter how much positive words somebody could give you, you have to get it
Yeah,
out
I
there.
was gonna
that's,
say
that's
that
how
too.
I am.
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
that's
I
it.
agree.
No, that's the way.
Yeah.
So
it's supposed to be
basically
for everybody.
You feel
I'm the
like
only one
you're-
that can
You're the
control.
only one that
Yeah,
could get out of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Nobody,
That's how I
nothing
feel, I
nobody
think.
could really do. But that's some people are like that, where it's like like with me, because when I'm feeling like how I'm feeling, like nobody really get me out of it until I really make myself believe. All right, now I know how to do this shit. Until then, I'm like, all right, shit gonna be trash for the next 3 days. I'm gonna sit here and eat Papa John's all day. Well, fuck Papa John's. I'm gonna eat Gabby's all day.
Was that no promo?
Nah, no promo.
Oh,
no
okay,
promo.
okay.
Yeah. Fuck that nigga.
I feel like that's a learning stepping stone too. Just to know that no matter how much advice that I get from anyone, at the end of the day, ultimately it takes me to make a move. So every time you go through something, no matter how much advice that you get, at the end of the day, I still got to make a move.
It just, to me,
Feel me?
it just determines how fast that'll click in your head. Like,
Can't let-
obviously it's going to happen, but how fast is it going to click?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm the type if I'm not taking it out on someone, which is something I need to work out on. I'm the type where it clicks really fast.
Y'all niggas really are the pea in a pod, bro.
Wow.
Like, y'all niggas is
I just
insane.
had a
No, we're
question.
not.
I got a question for Darren. So it's like
So why you be barking on niggas? Nah,
when,
okay.
when you say like snapping, like who you be snapping at? 'Cause I'm just trying
People
to.
that be
Whoever.
around,
trying to
bro.
Nah, he be.
Anybody can get
I
this
could
smoke.
picture it. Yeah,
Everybody
I
can
could
get the
picture
smoke.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I could picture it.
You know, one thing that I honestly learned that helps me out a lot is that I try to do now a lot of self-evaluation.
Yes, sir.
Because like me, sometimes I know I have problems, and I'll know that I have a problem, and then once I go through a situation that's going to occur that problem, I still go at it the same way.
Yeah, I do the same
Until
thing.
sometimes now I try to self-reflect. Like if I know I overthink, and a situation comes up and I'm overthinking, I try to set myself back and say, you know what? I know how I am. I overthink a lot of situations. Let me chill. Let me calm down. Let me evaluate the situation. Let me let it
back
pass,
to
and let me try to figure
how I
things out.
handle stress. You got to think about how you got stress, where did it come from, how to get there. Let me not do that again. You feel me?
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
try a different approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that should be
that
hard
works.
as hell, though.
It is. That's why I say. That's why I say
It's hard
it's
as
easier
hell,
said than
bro.
done. But once you do it once, the second time gonna become easier. 3, and
Yeah,
then you
you
know
right.
the rest.
And then it don't
Bruh.
bother you.
I told myself one day, for the rest of my life, I have to mentally prep. Life is always going to throw curveballs. It's always going to be up and down. Because it be times where, you have a nice, good, clean slate, and then some shit just happen. You be like, oh, fuck, nah. Oh, they say, of course, the cliche saying, if you always ready, you will never have to get ready. So mentally tell yourself, yo, although shit is going good for me right now, anything can fuck up at any
But
time.
that's bad, too.
Why?
Because you don't want to be like, all right, I'm
not sitting
like,
dwelling like, oh, anything
I'm
bad
ready-
can
I'm
happen.
ready for it.
But when,
Like, some people, like-
but when something bad happens, I'm gonna be like, shit like this happens. Instead of me sitting crying,
Nah,
what I'm gonna do? How am I gonna deal with it? That's
Depending
it.
on
You feel me?
what issues or what stress I might go through, I know I have that. I grew up like, yo, fuck it, man.
Yeah,
That's just something I have to
shit,
deal with.
Yeah,
like,
just how I'm gonna.
I'm gonna get past that, so
no
I'm good.
crying. How am I gonna deal with it?
I can remember just driving in the car on the way to wherever I'm going and just thinking about, damn, so I gotta deal with this shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna get past.
But
that.
I have to do
Exactly.
it. You feel me? Yeah, that's it. apply that to everything in life. Like no matter the shit is gonna happen
So
to
what-
me.
like,
I'm not
when I see
invincible.
somebody
Shit's
really,
gonna happen.
some people they really show it. So I'd be like, damn, yo. Like, so I'm like, you need to have the same type of attitude I had.
Really show what?
Like they're stressed. Like they're going through a stressful situation, and you see it. Like
Yo, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like being around people like that. So.
yo, and it's annoying.
is wild
but
annoying,
like sometimes you just can't help being around that person. That person might be your own spouse. So it's just like, yo, it's hard to tell somebody how to tell them.
Yeah, you can't tell people how to cope with certain
Exactly.
things. Everybody has their own coping mechanisms.
When you was talking about it, I wasn't really thinking the person could be real close. I'm thinking like, just acquaintances. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna be around your freaking miserable ass. I'm out of here.
But
in a situation like
you
that,
see how you just said that?
What?
That's how people like me take it. Like,
what?
I ain't gonna even bring that to
Yeah,
nobody.
but on the other hand too, you gotta self that goes back to you self-reflecting. You gotta think about as well, cause you could have been that possible person as well.
What?
You don't think anybody could have felt that same way that you felt about that person?
Oh, big time. And you know what? I actually believe I was that type of person, and I know how annoying it could be being that type of person to someone else.
So since you know how it feels, wouldn't you be
I'm on
more?
both sides. I'm on both sides of the fence when it comes to that.
Wouldn't you be more understanding?
I'm answering
There
you.
go.
I'm
Oh, no,
answering.
I was just.
Me and him had a talk earlier about specifically something that's like in this lane or we was talking about, yo, sometimes I hate going on Facebook. Cause it's just like, God damn, how many of y'all are like unhappy or stressed out?
It's
Like,
toxic.
Y'all making me feel like, let me get the hell off.
I'm sorry, but
like just to get
PSA, that's why I'm hardly on Facebook. Every time I come,
I'm really on
F
there.
this person, this, that, yo, y'all niggas ain't shit. Oh, this person ain't gonna get married. I don't want to see that.
I don't see that.
Don't want to see
that harsh, but it just be like a lot of just angry
Bitterness.
people,
very,
bitterness, or
very
something that's I'm like,
minimal positive shit on there. I'm sorry.
That's just on
Very
Facebook.
minimal.
Yeah, that's every. I was about to say.
I think that's everywhere.
That's every social media.
You know what it is?
Facts.
The fact that with the difference with
is you can write it. It's
Instagram,
like-
I don't have. Sometimes I
passes
don't even
quick.
read you. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even read your caption. I look at the picture. Oh, I like it. Keep it pushing. With Facebook, you're forced to read. It's more reading than everything else. So I'm like,
I think that's why I'm not
this chick
even
is
on.
about to
I'm not gonna
wake up, say something angry again. Like, you know what? I'm good.
I think that's why I'm not on Twitter no more.
Yo.
Well,
Social media
Nah,
is the devil.
I think Dane-Ja might have a point because I be waking up every
Facts,
morning.
bro.
right?
You see it, bro. You can see.
Y'all must got the same friends.
Bro,
But of course.
son,
I'm saying that to
I
be
be finding
stupid.
this shit funny, but it's also annoying. There's this one girl, for some reason, bro.
Yo, what's her name? Nah, fuck
Nah, I was about to say, whoa.
Yo, for some reason, bro, she's always complaining about small dick niggas every morning. I'm like, yo, if that's the case, then just keep your shit. And it be like early in the morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock, because I'm getting
She
ready for
hiding
work.
herself up.
So I'm like, yo, and it's always the same thing. Small dick niggas. That is, I'm like,
that's
Yo,
attention
yo,
seeking though.
yo,
That's
Hypa.
attention seeking.
But not even that. It's like there goes what you are talking about. It's like you said, it's something called an unfollow or the block button. You just block that if you don't want it if you want it around you.
Yo,
just-
Hypa.
I'm good for that
You
now.
know
like,
what clip we're using, right?
What?
The one where he was just talking about.
Hell,
Nah,
fuck
I fuck with you.
Nah, we ain't using no
Yeah.
captions for the episode. Small
What
dick
do you
bitches.
think?
Yeah, it's quiet.
But go ahead.
yeah, I'm real good. I'm good for that. If I see you post one thing that pisses me off, I'm all right, cool.
Yo, I be laughing. Yo, his
I be like-
tolerance for the fuckery.
Yo, I'd be like,
Dub.
that's
Back
a
with-
warning. Like, all right.
But that's therapeutic.
It is, bro.
Yo, and then the
doing
second
that.
time you post is something that's dumb as hell, I'd be like, all right, unfriend. Cause yo, Facebook, I love it because it don't tell you that I unfriended you. We're just not friends anymore. So
Yeah.
it's just, I love it.
Yo, can
Only
you-
hard thing to do is with Instagram.
What
Once
does
I
it-
unfollow you,
we
Can I ask y'all
we
something?
kind of need.
Can I ask you
Kind of
something?
need some of these shit
Like,
at least.
what's the difference whether a person know or don't know? Do you even care? Like,
No.
yeah,
No,
because
don't
I'm
know
not
what.
gonna lie. When somebody knows, like Instagram, it's that automatic. Oh, this what the fuck? Why the fuck this nigga? This
Oh, this
nigga
nigga
don't fuck
like
with
you don't
me?
like me.
I'm like, oh, this nigga don't fuck. I'm like, nah, I don't really not fuck with you. I just don't want to watch. I just don't.
I don't
wanna
like
see
your
the
content.
energy. Yeah, I don't like
I
your
just don't want to
content.
see the
But
energy.
But you know,
that's
niggas is
given
not
up.
dissecting it like
So
that.
nobody's
Once you
dissecting it like
unfollow-
So now they gonna automatically be like, you hating ass nigga.
Yeah,
or you
yes,
da-da-da-da-da-da.
true.
I don't know. That shit.
No.
That shit's like a new world
Nah,
to me.
but
Then, if that's
it
like,
is, bro.
Well, for somebody
I'm
like
telling you-
him, for them, that matters. Like followers. You
Yeah.
don't want people just
No,
dubbing your shit. and,
that's
like,
how it is,
No,
though.
but
unfollowing
I
you.
know, but it's so funny you said that because if somebody be like, "Yo, why you don't follow me?" I told somebody straight up because you be told some fuckboy shit.
No,
Like,
I think.
But
that's,
see,
I
with
think
them,
that's
they're not gonna think that. They're gonna just be like, "Oh, this nigga think he's so good. He do this, he do that,
Yeah.
he this, he that."
so what?
nigga, that's money though.
It's
like
easy
it's
for
different.
him to say.
Yeah, I guess.
So
It's
what?
different
bro?
for
It's
them.
mad easy to say.
I
that.
guess.
Like with us, we could say fuck you.
No,
Like,
it's not just. I'm not saying fuck
did.
you. It's just that
No,
I'm not. I'm just not.
It does.
not feeling
Some of
that.
the people that we
I'm not
follow
feeling
and
that shit
unfollow,
you-
it does matter.
Yeah,
Bro.
it
Yeah.
goes a long
Fortunately,
way.
unfortunately, it
Yeah.
matters.
Like
It
even
does.
me,
I
it's
guess.
just at one point
Politics.
I went on an unfollowing spree. Not because
Pretty
I don't
much.
like nobody. It's just like there's no I don't go to social media for inspiration, but I don't mind seeing it every once in a while. So when I don't see it, it's like, all right, you nothing you do inspires me. Even if you like post something positive, I don't see that. So I don't and at the end of the day, I don't talk to you on a regular basis.
But
So there's me pushing you out of my social media realm. It's no problem for me.
Yeah.
I personally don't want you getting mad at me and then maybe use that against me when somebody might ask you,
Business.
do you know so and so?
How's his work?
Yeah, how's his work? And I don't fuck with that nigga. I'm like, just because I unfollow this person. That's the type of things I do think about.
And it gets real like that. No, it's not,
Okay.
it's not something to not think about. These things actually happen in real life.
Yeah.
Like niggas will not like put you on no more because he unfollowed me on Instagram or some shit like that. It's real, bro.
When it comes to social media,
Real.
also like that's one thing that you really can police yourself. So like I should be able to dictate the content I see.
that's what I'm saying.
So like
no, that's why
I'm
I
like-
do it.
yeah,
But
I'm like no, but I'm just saying like
I know it'll come with a specific. I'm not gonna say
Some-
consequence,
okay,
but
that's
it-
why I said for
Can
y'all
I-
it's a little different.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can ask all the questions, bro.
All right. Well, I'm just. Would y'all ever work? Would y'all ever work for somebody that y'all didn't like?
We had this conversation before.
We did.
I think we did, bro.
Outside.
Okay. Well, I don't remember, but I'm just.
Yeah,
saying.
we definitely
we
did.
did.
I'm not like that. No, I'm not like that right now, but I think I have before, and it just doesn't feel right.
I
But
remember.
some people look at that as
yeah.
some
I
people
would say yes.
Oh, you would say yes?
look
Okay.
at that
Not
as
intentionally.
Hold on.
I would not
Hold on,
intentionally,
hold on.
but it's just like sometimes you're put in a position where you like
It's
I don't
the
really
money.
fuck with this nigga.
Yeah, but the money's there.
No, it's not even because it's not all about the bread, but it's just like it might be opportunity,
The opportunity,
not
connection,
specifically from that person,
the link.
but he might. I might not even be getting it from the person. I might not even be getting the opportunity from the person I don't like.
Yeah.
That person just might be involved.
Yeah,
with
like
the
like a
opportunity.
link, a link,
Yeah, like
a link to where you trying to.
no,
get to.
not specifically. Like
You don't
like-
fuck with him, but you fuck with him, and they fuck
like,
with each other.
Exactly. Like I might
Yeah.
be working with somebody and they fuck with this person too, so that person's involved. So it's
Yeah,
like I don't
kind of
really
like
fuck with
when
that
I
nigga.
say link, I don't mean like the plug a link. I mean like
Okay,
a
yeah,
link
yeah.
as in
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
connection,
yeah.
kind
Go
of.
ahead.
forgot now.
My bad.
Nah,
Oh.
I remember we had a conversation outside because I remember I was like, nope, I'm not. And then you said, you got to change that mindset. And after that,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I got to change that mindset.
Nah, the
yeah,
reason,
you kind of said
Yeah,
that.
the
And I
reason-
remember when he told me that too.
Yeah,
but
I
people,
remember that shit.
Yeah,
do you look at that as like?
No, the reason I
Hold on,
asked-
I'm asking
What?
you a question. Do
Uh-huh.
you look at that as attaching business to emotion?
Not really, because I understand business is business. But the reason I asked you is to say, if you guys say no, I would say, if you wouldn't want to work for somebody that you don't like, why would it matter for you? Because obviously, if the stuff that you see and that you're waking up to in the morning that you see on Facebook is annoying you and you want to follow them but you can't, it's affecting part of your day because you're looking at
I
it
don't
like
think you
it's
can
pure fuckery.
kind of
But
compare that.
they worried about that person that they don't like. If they unblock them or whatever,
Yeah,
if
but-
they unfollow them,
but
they're
they-
gonna tell other people that do want to rock.
Not
with
even
them.
that.
No, but
you got to
what I'm
understand
saying
that
is-
some of these people that we still work for that we may not like.
Uh-huh.
It's usually a reason we do that. Not we, but usually the reason people
No,
do that.
no.
And usually when people do that, the person that we're still willing to work with, they're probably very valued, and it's like, yo,
Yeah, no. That's what I'm
one
saying.
little
It's-
mishap and you want to dub it. Nah, just
No, if
maybe
it's not
that.
it's not a problem. It's not a problem if you work with a person that you don't like. It's not a problem at all. But I'm just saying, if you weren't the person if you wasn't that type of person to not work with somebody you didn't like, then obviously I wouldn't see it a problem for you to unlike or unfollow somebody with having no problem with it, because obviously just like Instagram or Facebook, if that person, you don't like what that person's saying, it's obviously affecting you, like not I wouldn't say like emotionally, but it's just affecting you, period.
Disclaimer: I unfollow whoever I want to unfollow. I don't really care.
Yeah,
But I do think about the later on. Maybe what if this person wanted to book me and I just unfollow him? Is he gonna feel away? Oh well, whatever.
yeah,
I'ma
but
do
if
it
you
anyway.
unfollow them, does it necessarily means like you're not really going for what you don't follow that person because you're not feeling what he's about, right?
It just what specifically what that person is posting. it's nothing of my interest. So I just I just say, all right, I'm gonna unfollow you because you don't post anything that I would be interested in looking at.
Yeah.
It would be so smooth if everyone had the same mindset that we had. But apparently,
You say that.
True.
yeah, they don't think
I
that
agree.
way.
That's why I find that shit like
Oddly similar.
mind-boggling. Yeah, I be finding that shit mind-boggling. I'll be like,
No, but based on what you were saying when we had this conversation outside, because once you said, yo, remember, you a brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So after that, I was like, oh, shit, you right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just snapped back right to the reality.
Listen,
at
man,
that point.
I just use my judgment. I don't mind doing business with anybody, even if I don't like your ways. But I gotta use my third eye, bro. Like, if the vibe feel funny and I just feel like you janky or you the type that's like gonna try to undercut me or screw me over down the line, I'ma just that's the only reason I would cut you off. I used to cut niggas off like, yo, you corny to me. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I don't even want to see what you got going on now. You corny. That don't got nothing to do with me if you corny or not.
Nigga laugh be mad funny sometimes.
if you corny or not, I don't care. Now got nothing to do with me. You get into the bag, I'm trying to get to the bag. We're gonna get to the bag together, and that's it.
Some niggas is just corny.
How you
bro.
think the stress level goes between men and women? Do you think men stress more than women, or women stress more than men, or it's like an equal thing?
I answer that.
Oh, that's a nice one. Go ahead.
I
Drew.
don't think it depends. Like, it depends as in if you're in a relationship or not. Because I mean, not all relationships like this, but like a few relationships are built on, you know, the man is the protector, the man is the protector, the man is the provider. So obviously with all that, you know, he has a lot on his shoulders to a point where, you know, if his girl's not working or whatever like that, I mean, it happens. But you have to find a way to provide for you and your child, your wife and your child or whatever like that. So there's a lot of, you know what I mean, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure on that end. But if it's like on some regular, you single or whatever like that, I think women and men face the same obstacles. So they both could have the same amount. But I would say, like, if you're in a relationship, if you're in that type of relationship where the man is the protector, the provider and stuff like that, he's in charge of the...
You know, there's an expectation for that. I feel like some dudes, they feel like maybe that's all they can provide, or maybe that's what they can only give to actually show, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Even if what you're saying about the female expectation, I feel like some guys, that's kind of like their scapegoat because they don't really have much to offer, so they kind of have to go to the materialistic route.
So that's even more of a
The
reason why it's
materialistic
sad.
route is the scapegoat. Is what you're saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Some guys are actually willingly to
All right, but look at
provide that.
this is what I'm
the
saying.
girl
but
might not even expect that, but it's just
that's
them.
tricking women to thinking material is love. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
I
Like,
mean-
I'm just saying, like, they're confusing luxury with love, and that should never be the case. You know what I'm saying?
Women don't be
And
tricking us too?
What?
Women
Well,
don't be
now
tricking.
every chick now is a transformer.
Everybody getting got.
That's it. That's the only point I'm trying to make. It's like, I feel like
Everybody
it's
get got.
both.
What
I feel
happens
like
with
it's
a lot
both.
of this? To me, I feel like there is men that can provide the luxury and provide the love. But at the end of the day, I see it as more the nigga that would give you his last dollar is better than the nigga that would give you his first dollar. Put it like that. The nigga that was going to be there and take care of you
I
when
agree.
you're sick
I agree
and do
with
all
that.
of these kind of things is the nigga that you really should be looking for.
Yeah, I
not the
agree
nigga
with
that just going to offer you.
Like, if I got
you know what I'm
$100 million and I buy you $1 million ring, it shouldn't be looked at, oh, he really loved me. Now, if I got $1 million and I buy you a $500,000 ring, it's like, oh, it should have been $1 million. He got money. Like, you know, people look at it like luxury
know what's so funny?
is
I
the-
understand.
hold on, I'm trying
I
to-
understand the
Okay.
context of it,
Yeah.
but I feel like I understand the concept and the crux of what you're saying, but I can't really blame a woman for feeling a certain way, not the gold digging type of way, but I'm just feeling like you can't make it a bad thing for a woman to feel safe and secure and like financially secure and not wanna be
safe
in,
with 6 rings, bro.
huh? No, see, you jumping. I'm not talking about that. Like I said, I'm not talking about the gold digging type.
You're
I'm
not talking about Jordan. Not talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
Jordan.
talking about like just to be secure and like she don't
Six
have
rings.
to struggle and stuff like that.
Bars.
Like you making it feel like you making it feel like she got to feel bad for a guy that can't
I
can't
see what you're
satisfy.
saying, but
You know what I
he's
mean?
just kind of like dragging it.
Huh?
He's just dragging
Yeah, he's like 6 rings. I'm like, yo, I don't think.
How is that drag?
You say you keep talking about
It
Jordan,
happens.
bro.
I understand what he said. I just feel like
Talking
for
about Jordan, bro.
Usually
like,
I don't pay
when-
attention to what
shut
this nigga
up.
say.
When
I
it-
just call what
when
this nigga
it
says.
comes to
This nigga
like
talking about 6 rings.
when it comes to like the male expectation, trust, loyal,
Food.
shit like that.
Sex.
Ass.
Hold on.
Ass.
We live in a double standard world, right? But let's hold on. we live in a
So
Breast.
hold on. We live in a double standard world, right?
That's a fact too.
So let's switch things around. And me personally, I'm a nigga. I like footwear, right? So if my shorty was to buy me some Jordans, right, and
Some
another
Jumpmans, some
time
Jumpmans.
she bought me some lubes, I'ma think when she bought me the lubes, the love got stronger or something. So
I don't
you know,
think-
so the
you
women
see
all
what
up
I'm
to
saying?
something, bro.
You see what
The
I'm
women-
saying?
The women got
Y'all niggas
I don't think.
the
Bro,
women-
that's what I'm saying.
See what I'm saying?
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
That's what
I don't
I'm
think.
talking about.
I don't think
Disagree
niggas.
wholeheartedly.
I don't think niggas think like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think
about it.
niggas.
But
I don't think niggas think like
We
that.
don't.
But
I
I
don't
think
think about it at all. I just like,
I
yo,
feel like-
You know what it is?
let me
Probably,
think about it.
Bro.
maybe y'all right because I'm not a materialistic person.
Exactly.
You know what
Neither
I'm
am I.
saying?
Neither am I.
Like meaning like I'm not
nice
materialistic
shit.
for other. I buy myself nice stuff, but I don't
That's what I'm
expect
saying.
people
As
to
a
buy
man.
me. I don't expect other people like my girl or whatever to buy me nice stuff. So maybe it's different from my perspective.
exactly goes back to what you said in the beginning. You said it perfectly. You're like, yo, you're not used to relying on people. Just
Yeah.
like me. Like, if I want something, I'm gonna get it myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
All that other shit
ask-
to me should be the cherry on the top. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
As long as you got that base fruit of love and caring, all that real shit that
Yeah.
you're gonna need when you get old to make sure this nigga gonna be there
Yeah.
to help you
But
get
goes
all
back
out
to
the fucking bed when you can't.
But see,
even
that's
fucking
the
move.
reason why females
the
is
real
looked
shit you
at
should be
like
looking
that's
for.
why certain females that do look at luxury and material, they look at them as hypocrites because it's like you don't want nobody that love you. You want somebody that's going.
But you can't
Take care of you.
Yo.
you can't be upset for a woman that wants a guy to take care, not like take care of her fully, but like to hold her down. Like, yo, if
Look,
shit
it's a-
goes wrong, the man is there to provide and protect.
It's a difference between
What?
holding them down.
I understand.
and
I'm not talking about
but-
the 6 ring shit.
No,
I'm not
all
talking
right,
about
I
that.
ain't going there either. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying though, like you do have people like these celebrities, right? Like if Steph Curry bought his wife a $100,000 ring, they would look at him like, "You word, all that money you got, you gonna buy her a
All
$100,000
right,
ring?"
but that's why
Like,
girls
so-
like that could get treated to a point where that millionaire could go fuck a lot of bitches, and you got to deal with it. Because if you just there for the money, then that means he could do whatever he wants to. It's a balance, right?
Yo,
No, right or wrong.
ladies,
Nah,
his
it
name,
is.
his name is Junior,
What?
and
What?
he's available.
This nigga, I ain't know about this
need
nigga
to be
over
used.
Oh, he
Yo,
think he doing it for the
no,
ladies.
what I'm saying,
Nah,
no,
I'm
no.
just like that's what I'm,
I'm
saying.
looking
I
at it
don't
like
know.
this. Just
I'm
like
just looking at devil's advocate.
just
like,
like some-
I
I
can't
get it.
blame. I can't blame a woman. Like I can't blame a woman that wants a nigga. Like wants a guy. Like of course she wants love and everything. But on the other hand too,
There's no issue
if
with
she has a
security.
kid, She wants
Junior-
security.
Let-
It's no issue.
Listen to what you just said.
What?
He said, of course she wants love and everything. Like that's the
Like
like
it's
it's
a-
No. The reason, no. I didn't wave it like that. See? No. I didn't wave it like that.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold
waving
on.
it to a point
No
where
ma-
that's something we already know.
No
I
ma-
mean,
no
like
matter-
we moving to as something we
No
already know.
matter how you
but I'm
phrase
not
it, bro,
taking it. What?
it sounds like you're condoning it, bro.
What?
It sounds like you're condoning women being. It's nothing wrong
I
with
don't-
them
but
wanting
se-
expensive
security
shit
is
and
a given.
luxury. And
I don't
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, security is
I
a
don't-
given.
but that's
but
exactly
you
what I'm
can't
trying to say.
you can't say, all right, I want security, but yeah, you bought me that ring, but that one is better.
I'm not talking about that's golding and shit. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is you can't be upset of a girl that wants security that
So
actually
what is security?
wants, huh?
What would you think of security? Like
Financially, emotionally, like a guy is gonna be for them. Like guy's gonna be for her regardless, with financially, emotionally, and spiritually.
okay, now there's women. I'm telling you,
Just
there's
the
women that-
financial stuff.
There's
You talking
women
about
that
just for the
have all.
finance?
There's dudes that have all that and
Uh-huh.
provide that to their girl.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that a lot of women judge how much you love them based on the level of luxury you
Okay,
provide.
and those be the ones that be always wanting to divorce after 6 months, talking about my man's cheating on me with other bitches and all that type of stuff, right?
yeah.
So exactly, so it's a balance. Regardless how you make it, it's a balance.
Just like there's
You
girls
here for
out
my
there
money,
that's
so that means I could do a whole bunch of shit because you're not bringing nothing to the
no,
table.
what
You-
I'm saying is just like there's some women out there that's looking for sugar daddies. There's niggas out there that's also looking for girls that's nurses.
Sugar mamas.
Yeah, sugar mamas. That
You see the difference? Nurses.
That's looking to
Bitches looking for basketball players and NBA players.
Nah,
you see the level? Like nigga
there's
come
niggas out
up
there
as a
that's looking
nurse.
to extort women.
No, listen
type
to what
funny.
I'm
That's
saying,
type
bro.
funny.
A niggas come up as a chick with an average job or a
I don't-
decent job.
Hold on. I don't think it like that.
Girls
Hold
come
on.
up is like
hold on.
that nigga the president.
Actually, I think that's
Like-
I think that's a perfect example because I feel like what do a guy wants from a woman?
boom, boom.
Take care of them, right? So what is a nurse?
No.
No. When I say take care of them, I mean like you want a girl to rub your
Like
back.
cater,
You
cater.
cater to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You don't want a
I'm
girl to
gonna
rub
rub her
your.
back too. It's 50-50.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
want it to
I
be
understand what you're
50-50.
saying.
He said to
but-
come up as a basketball player for us.
Yeah, like yo, I thought my come up was
But
my
I'm
level
saying
up is never gonna match yours.
I got you.
Yeah, but like I said, a guy wants a girl to take care of him.
That shit
Not
making
like
me
on
think
some
now, like, what is a
financially,
nigga
nothing like
come
that.
up on a female? Like,
Yo,
what kind of-
I swear to
a
God, bro, I
good
hear
woman,
this
I
all the
guess.
time. Yo, my nigga,
I got
shorty in
millions.
school and she do this. Like, oh, all right. What her man do? Nah, the nigga owns MTA. Like, god damn, that bitch aim high. Like, why is it so much? Like, why do you can't just level up decently? You gotta go.
Yo, why you
fucking with a nigga manhood?
Fuck.
You wanted to aim low? Let's just say, bitch, aim low. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
No,
Come down with me.
Your mama aimed low. Why you can't aim low?
Humble yourself, bitch. Nah, let me stop.
Nah,
That nigga, he's seriously joking. That nigga seriously joking.
Oh man,
That was a funny one, but time is on against us. We're gonna move into the final segment of the day, which is called Pop or Flizzop.
Could have squeezed another one in. Pause.
We can start this one on the right side. You kind of talked about it earlier, but Creed the movie, how you feel about it on the right side?
Like I was saying before, I feel that the first one to me was better. For the second part, I feel like some of the preparing process, the training process for the fights could have been a bit more extended. But overall, I like the first one better. I had high expectation for the second one, and I was kind of slightly disappointed. Damn.
It wasn't whack. I won't give it a flop. I'm gonna give it a pop for now because it wasn't whack, but it wasn't the greatest movie. But because I didn't see the first one, I can't really like give a full on judgment for it. So it's going to be what's the word? Plop.
Plop. It's a flop for me.
Ploppity plop.
Flop for me. Though.
Ooh, that is scapegoat.
Blickety plop plop.
I didn't get to it.
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we don't know when you're gonna see it though.
Soon, hopefully soon.
Yeah. The thing about that one is, I don't know I can't really judge it the way I'd want to, because when Creed came about, nobody expected it, and nobody expected it to be that good. So from seeing it, from seeing, what's his name, Ryan Cooler, whatever his
Coolidge?
Ryan Coolidge.
that's his name.
I think so. It sound right.
Cold. Oh yeah, yeah, whatever.
Who that?
The director.
The black director.
Yeah, the way he made that movie was spectacular. Like, it was amazing. Creed was amazing. Like, from the boxing sequences, from
Oh, he was black?
everything.
The music.
Nah, God.
Yeah, from the music, from the boxing sequences, from just all the angles and everything
he
like
ain't
that.
do
Nah,
this
when he
one?
was showing
Huh?
when
He didn't do this one?
No, he didn't do
Nah.
this one.
Oh,
But-
I didn't know that.
I did,
And him
movie god over there, he put me on.
yeah, him building the origin of the story and everything, the origin of Creed, like the origin of Adonis and everything like that. So it's like to build them from where he came from to where he was, and like everything was a build up to the end. So it was the movie was beautifully made. Like, it
Flowed
just
perfect.
Yeah, perfectly, like hands down. And nobody expected that movie to be that way. And then like it's basically watching a movie that you ain't like on Netflix that you didn't think it was gonna be good, and it was good. So now it's just a really good movie, especially add on to you didn't expect it to be a good movie. And it is a really good movie. It just puts it to a higher level. So Creed, from seeing that, now you already have the level, and plus it's to a point where you bringing out characters from Rocky and old Rocky, one of the best Rockies, and then the storyline of it and everything like that. So it's different. It's to a point where you had so much expectation. So I felt like that director had a loss. He was gonna lose either way. So like the storyline of it was real good, but it's just the movie. The movie didn't hit the expectation that it was supposed to, but I don't really blame him for it. So I'd say,
That's June, a.k.a. Siskel and Eba.
yeah, I
It's
guess.
That nigga is Rotten Tomatoes.
We still in here.
He hot.
You plopping?
Oh, yeah,
Plopping?
plop,
Flop?
plop.
Flop? Sounds like a flop.
Flop or flop.
Sounds like a flop.
I'll say it's a pop because it was a good movie, but it's just that it wasn't. Creed was better.
All right. I ain't get to it yet, sadly, but I will get to it. See you guys next week on the review.
Got you.
Liddy again freestyle. Tory Lane's version. How you feel about it on the right side?
Bodied it.
Body bag. Pop.
Pop things.
It was a pop.
Pop.
The Liddy freestyle. Jonah Lucas. How you feel about that one? Right side.
Not feeling it.
Body bag. Pop.
You said plop or pop? Oh.
Floppish for me.
It was pop.
To the
Pop.
joiner Liddy again?
Pop.
Liddy.
Pop. What?
Floppish.
Wilding out, boy.
Garbage?
I didn't say garbage. I said
Oh,
flop-ish.
I heard the ish, so I'm like, nah, you wild.
Flop-ish. Good.
Why? Oh, I said pop.
You said why?
You said pop?
I'm sorry. I said pop.
Okay.
But like, just
Hold on,
one
we'll get
reason
back to
why.
it. We get
why?
back to it. We get back to it. Just ask the last one.
That's not the last one.
What?
This
Oh,
is
well.
what you're looking at.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
ZZ freestyle. Jonah Lucas. Right side.
Nah, that was comedy to me.
It's
That was comedy.
That wasn't it. It's a flop.
Yeah, that was comedy.
Pop.
Yeah, that was a pop for me.
It was a pop for me.
Flop.
The question I wanted to ask
We're
y'all.
not ready yet for that.
Well,
We still got one more pop and flop.
but still, I just before we even get to the next one, I just wanted to ask, what makes y'all felt like who felt y'all like I won, Tory or Jordan Lucas?
You know when I realized Lane's won, the part where he actually broke it down, where he's like, this is what he's thinking now, and then he started going off to everything, and then he went back to Lanes. He was Joyner, and then he went back to Lanes. That was the icing on the cake for me.
That was real
I was like,
creative.
oh nah. I'm like, he got it.
What was the question again?
Who?
Tory Lane's Little freestyle
oh.
when he's like, this is what he's thinking now.
Lucas ended up doing that in ZZ though.
It ain't hit. It ain't hit.
June,
it
what
ain't
was the
hit
question?
Like,
I said so. Who you think won the battle?
who you think won and why?
You know what? My judgment got clouded. I ain't gonna front from all the opinions at first. Yo, Tory, you heard Tory? Oh my God, he went ham. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Tory, I just went, I just ran with the crowd. Oh yeah, Tory, yeah, lit. And then I listened to both of them over and over, and I'm like, let me do this shit the right way. Let me dissect it. And honestly, let me listen to Joyner first, because it seems like who wanted to smoke first?
It started with Tory, because somebody put it up. Somebody
Who put the bat signal? Said yo.
Yeah, he said you should battle. What you think about you going against Tory and you going against Joyner Lucas? He said Joyner Lucas don't want this smoke.
Oh, somebody asked Tory that. Okay,
I think so. I
can't see Joyner asking Tory that.
Yeah,
but
I think he heard that, and then he's like, "Yo, if you want the smoke, come get it."
I dissected both. I feel like everybody's judgment got clouded off of Tory's flow. I listened to what Tory said too. The shit that he said was not whack. He still said some fire shit.
It definitely wasn't.
I'll wait till my
He still said some fire shit. But I've been listening to Joyner for some time, and compared to his freestyle from what he said on it, lyrically, it's no comparison, bro. It's no comparison. As far as battle lyrical wise, Joyner got it. But if you want to choose, the Lydia gang, bro.
No, y'all are bugging.
Nah,
bro.
You're bugging.
If you wanted to pick which song was better, of course I would pick Tory.
I'm not just talking about song. I'm talking about lyrics.
Nigga,
they're the same beat. I'm not talking about song.
Joyner got the lyrics. If it was
I never said he ain't have lyrics. I'm
no,
just
I'm talking
saying
about on
Tory
that. You said it's
bars.
about the lyrics. You said it's about the lyrics.
Yeah.
Nigga, Joyner had the bars,
his
bro.
delivery.
Tory had bars too.
He did have bars. I'm just saying, but I'm talking about Joyner's was from beginning to end. Yes, to beginning to end.
Tory's was from beginning to end too, and his version was way longer.
And no,
I just felt like
Tory
Tory Lanez was better.
Tory's. I felt like Tory's like his main focus was flow. It wasn't really on the bars. It was flow. That was his main focus on the bars.
But give him the
credit. He had the bars.
Give him the credit for how he switched it to the third person though.
No, I agree.
That shit was fire.
Like I said, it was fire.
But it was fire. But he did say a lot of nothing.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
In stretches, bro.
Who,
Yes,
Tory?
he
Tory?
did.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
I listened
Yes,
to it.
bro.
Got to listen to
He
it.
did.
You know why
He
y'all
said
think
a
he's
lot
saying
of
nothing?
nothing.
You know why I think y'all saying think nothing? Because Lucas came with the ha-has. Niggas was ha-has.
Not to me.
Yo,
For
listen.
ZZ. To me.
For both of them. He came with a lot of ha-has. Tory came with a lot of shit that I had to go Google, bro, and really see what Tory was talking about. Tory spit a lot of facts in his shit that niggas ain't really.
Nah,
first
I
listen.
everything and I
All
heard
right,
it.
my
Talking
nigga,
about
you're
he-
the fucking connoisseur of hip hop. I
Nah,
know you know
yeah,
everything,
whatever.
but I'm just saying, Tory shit had a lot of shit that I didn't know about. A lot of shit that I didn't know about Lucas and his shit. A lot of eye-opening
The shit about
to
the
me.
label and everything like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit in Tory shit that I didn't know.
He did have a lot of like ill shit that he said, but bro, I think he got lazy at one point of that song, and he was just talking or whatever.
Who,
and then
Joyner?
he got.
Wait.
It's like he recorded it 2 different days.
Who?
I kind of see what you're saying.
What you call it?
Tory.
Tory Lanez.
Tory.
Because I'm listening, I'm like, I, and then like after like
They
3
always
minutes,
recorded in the same night though.
I'm like, wait, he losing like he's losing.
He
it.
lost momentum.
And then he picked back up.
Yeah.
So like I'm like he just said a bunch of nothing. Like
Yeah,
I don't know what.
There was
part
to
it
a point where he
bro.
was just focused on the flow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he
I'm
just
telling
was
you, he was
flipping
focusing
words
on the
and
flow.
this, that, and the third. But I'm like,
He conquered both
he
bars and flow.
He did have both, but I'm just when it comes to
know.
when it comes to the bars and stuff like that, I feel like like you said, if it just came to lyrics, Joyner got him. That's hands down.
I
From
give
beginning
you
to
like
end, it didn't
ZZ,
waver.
that ZZ shit by
It was
Joyner
funny. It
was
was
trash
funny.
to me.
That shit
I don't think it was trash.
I really felt like he
I didn't
should
think it was
not
trash.
have.
I think it
he
was
shouldn't
funny.
have even did that.
Yeah, that shit was
You know what I'm
jokes.
saying?
That shit
And
was jokes.
that's the only reason why I would say he lost, because he had to put out 2 songs. But if it was just Liddy versus Liddy, Joyner.
But personally, this is why I feel. I feel like a lot of people say Joyner. A lot of people say Tory won because like I feel like him just keeping up with Joyner, and Joyner's a rapper. I feel like it just puts it just gives him that extra. It gives him that extra bounce. You know what I mean?
Tory a
Over
rapper too. Don't let that.
Yeah, no, but
And
but
that's
people don't
another thing
respect him. People
that-
don't respect him as a rapper.
Who?
A lot of people take him as a
that's-
singer.
that's
nigga.
why he went off like
that's
that.
another thing that I think that happens with these battles. What people always judge you as what you come in as. Joyner came in as the lyrical one. I'm the lyrical one. So even if he didn't spit what he could
That's
really do, niggas gonna still take him over Tory because
No,
Tory's
I
not
think it's the
known as the
opposite.
lyrical
I think
nigga.
That
it's
ain't
the
true because
opposite.
niggas felt
Bro,
that way
I
about
think
about
Drake.
Drake.
About
Yeah,
About
exactly.
Drake. They did that with
exactly.
Drake, nigga. They was like, Drake killed me.
Drake got bars. Who did that with Drake?
No. I'm
rapping
saying
nigga
because
getting
he
bodied
was
by
a
a
singer.
singing nigga.
Bro,
He
when
was
it
a
comes,
singer,
you gonna
so-
compare Drake to Tory, bro? Tory's known as the arm. Let's be serious. Tory's known as the R&B track nigga, the nigga that could flow, has a flow, puts out good songs. He's not known
That's
as the nigga that's
exactly
gonna
what-
bar you down.
that's exactly what
'Cause
Drake
this
came
shocked
out
me,
as.
and I listened to Mad Tory. This song was the most lyrical song I ever heard from Tory before.
But hence, that's why I'm saying. That's why I feel like a lot of people think he won because I feel like he stepped like
They
he was
thinking about it
toe-to-toe
from
with
he's
Joyner.
a singer
They didn't
to-
they didn't expect that from him. So since they didn't expect that from him, that gives him the extra boost. That gives him the extra
I
boost.
think that's
on,
what made him stood out in his battle.
That's what I'm saying. But if you go for lyrical, like if you go like head for head, like bar for bar and all that type of stuff, I think Joyner won.
But
But
if you really
if
want to
you
play
wanna take
devil's
it- that's what I'm saying.
advocate,
It
if you
depends.
play devil's
If you take
advocate,
it-
he shouldn't have been able to
To
stand
stay with him.
toe-to-toe.
I agree. That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what
It
I'm
depends
saying?
on how
So-
you judge it. That's why I asked. That's why I asked if you feel like who won, and you got like explain why you feel. Because I could say like no answer's wrong. Because if you felt that way, like honestly, like for a guy like Joyner, Lucas and Tory, you expect Joyner to put his foot in Tory's ass. You know what I mean? So I could understand if you say Tory won, but if you just going like off of lyrics and bar for bar, I think Joyner got it.
So do I.
I'll listen
But
to it.
the public says Tory. Tory won that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of girls.
Moving on, OSP playlist. What you got on the right side?
Hold on, I think we missed one.
Oh yeah.
Well,
you
we
say
bought
you had
more
one more?
time. Oh, you could do
Yeah,
that.
we got time. We
Nah,
got
we
time.
got-
Dipset album. I don't remember the name of it, so I can't.
The
the name.
the
What's
the
the name?
Diplomats.
The Diplomat. Is that the name of the album?
No, that's the name of them.
What's the name of the album?
No, I think it's,
Bro,
I
we
think-
know that.
I think the album is for
Niggas is-
Diplomats. No,
What's
album
the?
not.
I think
what am I
I thought it was a
The
self-titled album.
album
I was
is
actually
called Diplomatic Ties.
There you go. Talk about
Why
it.
that sound
Hypa.
like an album they did already?
It does.
My,
They
my,
They did a lot of
they said
diplomatic.
songs.
diplomatic.
Immunity.
Yeah.
All right.
Diplomatic
it's actually
Community.
better than I thought. But I'm gonna keep it a safe plop because I probably skip like the first
That
three.
shit sounds so nasty.
First
Sounds
three,
funny.
first 3 tracks, and then straight through I could listen. So, yeah, it was better than I thought, and I actually like the way Jim Jones sound on this one.
You know, when you have expectations for something and it's the total opposite. Well, in this case, I expected it to be trash. When last they put out any kind of, well, not any, but when last they put out a collective album, like,
Who's on this? Jewels, Hellrow.
and then a
No,
couple
Harold not
couple
on
of the
It's
relevant
just it's Cam, Jewels, and Jim.
Joe.
Uncast is on like the
and
last
couple
song.
of relevant.
It's a lot of
features.
features.
But it's a lot of songs that I'm like, this song sounds good, and this one too,
Yep.
and this one too, and this
Yep.
one
The
too.
sad part about it is Tory to me has the worst song on it.
Facts, big
Oh, Tory
facts.
Lanez is on it?
Yeah.
Worst song
I'm
on
still
it.
That's just
laughing at
trash.
that.
That's just trash.
Oh, his
Um,
voice. Oh, sheesh. Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a pop.
I like half the album, so I'll give it a plop.
Plop is back. I haven't heard it.
It's cool, but I'm biased. I'm a big diplomatic immunity guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a big old Dipset fan.
And I'm not. So that's how
You could tell by the do-rag.
you still got the baggy part at the top. Pull your shit down, boy. Hey, yo, friends looking out for you.
That's a silky. That top.
Nah,
thing.
that's
Oh,
that
Velvet.
It's gonna keep popping up.
That's that velvet.
That's a velvet, not silky.
I didn't listen to it yet, but
Levels.
I just got to say this. Jim Jones has been my favorite diplomat this year.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Oh,
What was it before?
Cam.
Oh.
Yeah.
OSP playlist on the right side.
We about to say
I
about to
got-
start calling that segment.
I got-
Pop,
I got-
flop or plop.
I know, right?
Plop, plop, plop.
Nah, new segment. Pop, flop, plop, plop.
I got the Dipset By Any Means, a nice record, and then second record is Tory Lanez KJM.
I don't want to mispronounce the name. What's her name? Danile or Danile, featuring Lil Baby. The song's called Lil Baby. Lil Baby remix. Song is so fire. I was actually supposed to see her today, but work got to come first. She's fucking gorgeous. Check that out. My second song, throwback list, honorable mention, like my top 5 songs of all time. Bag of Money remix, MMG. Simple. That's my two.
My first song was XXX Tentacion. His new song called Bad. R.I.P. to him.
Rest in peace.
And my second song is Joyner Lucas. His new song is called I Love. It's pretty
I
good.
love.
That song is fire, bro.
No Fear, Dej Loaf, and I Issues, Meek Mills off the Win and Loss is strong.
Mine is Tank MIA and Jeremiah, Remember Me.
My songs this week was shit. Oh, Lil Boozy, Mind of a Maniac, fire song, and my second song was, what was it? Hold on. I'm gonna get it now. Trillmatic by ASAP Nas.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I got a
sir.
funky
Yes, sir.
style with a funky
Featuring
swag.
There it is. Ali Similar Podcast, episode number 31.
31.
Yes, sir. We are now
Follow
on
us
Spotify. We are on Apple
Spotify,
Music.
YouTube.
You gotta put the DJ voice.
Instagram.
Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube.
Music.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on all social media outlets. Follow us on any streaming device. Follow us on everything Oddly Similar Podcasts across the board. To the right of me, I have
DJ Hypa.
DJ Dane-Ja. You already know what it is.
Darren, what's good?
Nigga took your
Rello.
job.
June.
Ease.
Yes, sir.
And we are out
outta
of
here,
here.
boy.
Yep.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.